Fueled by Deathcast.
Right, so this week we have musician, singer-songwriter Beans on Toast.
Look,
on the
he's
show.
not even wearing any shoes.
I know.
That's how much he doesn't care.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
We had a great time talking with him on the recent Salty Dog cruise put out by the band Flogging Molly. If you guys haven't heard about us talk about this yet, you can check out our Before You Die awesome full episode that just chronicles all of the fun we had on that cruise. Or you can check out last week's podcast, which featured a couple of the members from Flogging Molly talking about the inception of the cruise and what it's like to do that every year. But we got to talk with this guy whose real name is Jay. And like you said, Dustin, one of the coolest things is he has had a successful career up to this point, but he just has this air about him where it's just like, I just don't care.
I always find it very interesting when you get unconventional success like this. Mm-hmm. When you take, somebody who's a musician and you think of a successful musician as somebody who's hitting the road really hard, working really hard, figuring out this and that and trying really hard and trying to look really good all the time. This is not that guy. He's the complete polar opposite. I mean, he really there's zero fucks in this dude. Yeah. And it's so refreshing to talk to him and figure out, well, here's the coolest thing. There's not one way to success. There are many different avenues, and the most important thing is find out what you are like and approach success in that manner. Because that's what this guy did, and it's worked out for him wonderfully. He seems like he's extremely happy doing what he's doing, and I think anything else would have made him unsuccessful. Yeah. Even if he did the try hard, try to look good, try to be that vain musician type. He would even if he was successful, he would fail because that's not him and he wouldn't be happy doing it. He's killing it right now.
Yeah, he really is. And so we talk about how he got into the business. We talk about how his career has led him to playing the Salty Dog cruise. And it was great because we didn't even know really going in what to expect. And he played a couple shows on the cruise, and every single one, it's that infectious singer-songwriter, storyteller aesthetic that he does. And everybody on that cruise knew the words, sung along, danced along. It was just so much fun. And we hope you guys have a lot of fun listening to that episode, which premieres tomorrow. But I'm going to give you a sneak peek of Beans on Toast right here.
I said I was living above a venue in Holloway Road called Nambucca.
Yeah.
It was like a pub. 11 of us lived there. A venue downstairs, and it was like, it wasn't like a squat, but it might as well have been. No one had seen the owner for like 2 years.
Typical artist household. I'm assuming it was all artists and musicians.
One of them spots, exactly. And from that,
Jeff and I are very familiar with those spots.
Oh yeah, lived in one for a very long time. Yeah.
And it's like, I guess like that was where I started doing the Beans and Toast stuff and kind of wrote the first album there. And Frank Turner used to drink there, basically.
Oh shit!
And so from the gigs there, he used to come and play there. They used to come and play Neil Young covers when he was in Million Dead. On the sly, he'd come and do his little Neil Young covers, and then it was, and then he'd fucking started saying, "Oh, I've got some other tunes," and it was just like bang. And his first tour, he took me on the first tour, and it was like, okay, saw a little bit about, and then it was like Beans on Toast kind of turned into a thing.